Hello lovely sim racers, I'm Constantinos and this is Lovely Sim Racing. Welcome to tonight's stream. My god, so many things have happened and so many exciting things happened today and are going to happen going forward. But tonight it's Chill Chat and Dev Wednesdays. So I will be working a bit on the dashboard, yes, but I want to show you something else. And that's I hope we get enough people in here. But I will this is gonna be there anyway. I'm gonna release it as a video as well, and show off something really important. But before I get into that, I actually don't know what I'm gonna say right now. Point is, there's so many things that are happening with the Lovely dashboard. Version 2.6 final, the one that I have in front of me. I'm trying to make as hey Daniel, how you doing, man? I'm trying to make the minimum changes possible to get it out the door. But already I've got a list of things that are going into it once it's released. Like the very next day, there's new features coming already. And some of those features are tied in with some new partnerships that I guess kind of solidified this evening. Had a really nice call, long call. I won't mention anything now. Some people in the chat actually know what I'm talking about, but I won't mention anything now. I want to organize it a bit more and you know and present it with the importance that it holds for me and for the project. Jeff, how you doing, man? Get back to work, Dan. Yeah, I mean, Jeff, you have to get back to work. Daniel's off. It's like 7 p.m. there, so. Sweet. Jeff, did Gomez get you a wheel? No, SimMagic hasn't contacted me. Gomez hasn't sent me a wheel. No one's throwing things at me. I mean, come on. Like, what do I need to do to get people to just throw things at me for free? I don't get it. I don't get it. The only thing that people are sending for free are dashboards. I don't know why. I don't, where'd they get that? Like, how do they see me wanting to use dashboards? I don't get it. Currently, I've only purchased this one over here, the 5-inch down here, really 3D printed one. But yeah, I've got now the SimHub 6.8. The SimHub, which I don't know, I remember what it's going to call it. I think it's going to be called the UW, the ultra wide. I got a 6.8 Volcore. Got one more coming in from printed Simracing, which is a 5-inch, I think, with a curved top. But everyone's just sending me dashboards. I mean, come on, like, guys. I mean, girls, people, send me a wheel. I want SimMagic to contact me and send me the damn GT Neo. I want them to send it to me. I'd buy it if I could right now, but I can't. There are other reasons that are blocking me. Does anybody know anyone from SimMagic? I mean, just give them a call, you know? It's boring in the flight sim world. Of course it's boring. It's just military fighter jet sim world stuff. I mean, how can it get exciting? I mean, it's not like it's exciting by itself, right? Brownie, welcome to the stream. Been looking at making one, but now the prices are nuts just for the Volcore screen. No, it's not. The Volcore screen is like 60 something. It's not expensive. I don't know what the printables are. Like if you buy, like they're pretty cheap to buy. Like I know that I know Zach, Turn Racing, they have their open sourced dashboards. I think they do. Put a Volcore screen. This Volcore screen, this thing over here, I got it. This thing costs like I think 60 something. It's a 6.8. This is not expensive, and it runs. You just plug it in USB, and it plays. It's ready. It's out the box. I just literally you put a USB in here, on this side actually, and it's in SimHub, and you can use it. You just need an enclosure. So, like if you have a printer, 3D printer, this will not go over $80. It'll be less than 100. Unless you use like carbon fiber filament, who knows? Alan, how's that pronounced? Alan, Stanzi, or is it Alan? You have 2.5.6 dash, and you love it. 2.5.6. Which one is that? What's the 2.5.6? I have 2.5.6 and I'm trying to decipher. I know that the public version is 2.5.2 if I'm not mistaken. So if you have 2.5.6, good on you. I have not made that one. Anyway, 2.6, if that's what you wanted to say, is coming Wednesday. I have the final version in front of me. And when I say final, I mean the final up until now, because I will be making bug fixes, because there were a few, and now I think it's better. So we'll be working on that tonight. I won't be doing any racing or anything. Although I'm absolutely sure I'm in a small corner of the internet right now talking about anything but GT2 cars and Red Bull Ring. I think I'm the only one on the internet right now not streaming any sim racing related content, not talking about GT2. So you're not going to hear anything about GT2. I've downloaded it, installed it. I haven't even tested it. I don't care. That's something for people that want to drive today. I don't want to drive today. I want to show you what we have built. And I say we, very, very, very careful about these words. I'm not saying I, because it wasn't I that built this. It was I, myself, and Jörg Behrens that built a tool that everyone has been asking for. And I have been so much wanting to build, but I didn't find time. Jörg contributed his time. This tool will be free for everyone, won't be connected to any membership or anything. It'll be for everyone. And let me just see. Jeff, yes, please send the picture. Send the picture. Put it in the general conversation on Discord. Let's all see the flight sim. Top secret stuff. Who cares? And what we have built... All right, let me take it from the top and make sure that we have a really good intro to this thing. So, the main pain point. This is about the lovely dashboard and anything connected to it. So this would affect the lovely dashboard, Dashboard Excel, the pit wall in some parts. The main pain point that everyone has had ever since the beginning is editing the settings file. Some don't know how, others don't have the right tools, others just get flabbergasted and look at it and just close it and just don't use it at all. They just throw in the default. Truth is that the settings file has so much potential. You can customize the dashboard to your liking. You can make the dashboard the way you want it. You not just colors, right? It's not just about coloring it and adding your name or an image. It's literally making it the way it works. So you can change timings. You can change colors in the future, yes, but you can change the content that you see when you first launch it. They're like maps, how you see the maps, how they zoom in, like so many things you can change on the dashboard. And ever since the beginning that I created the Lab dashboard, I didn't want people editing the dashboard. Okay, not because I didn't want them to edit it. It's like you download the dashboard, you can do anything you want, you can edit it if you want to. It's just that editing a dashboard can be very dangerous. You can click a wrong button or destroy something, you know, and you have to re-download it and do it all over again. So I wanted an easy way for someone to change some settings, and they would be available to the dashboard, myself as a creator, to the dashboard, and use those settings and adapt the dashboard according to those settings. The easiest way to do that was using a JSON file. So JSON is a specific format file that is, it's made up of keys and values. So key is whatever key I say it is, so it's like the alert delay or analytics or your name, and the value is whatever that value is. It could be a number, it could be a string, so a name, an actual name, or it could be an array of numbers, whatever. And that was the easiest way. And at first there was like 5, 6, 10 different options, but now I don't even know how many options are in there. I haven't counted. And we have sim-specific options, and it's just getting daunting. And I'm okay with it. I created it, right? And there are many people on that are using on Discord, and they're helping other people, but it's always a recurring topic. The settings file. It's just annoying, you know. It's a pain point for many people. So today I'm gonna launch, and actually it's already online, but I will share the URL with you guys. It is a settings file configurator. it is a first step in the right direction. And I say first step because this tool will be free for everyone. It's not connected, again, it's not connected to any membership level or anything. It's free and open for everyone that uses the Lovely Dashboard to use this tool. And it's a first step because this is the first iteration. It's like 0.04 version or something. It's just something that we built starting this week. Actually, last week built it through, and today we're at a point where it's actually usable and it's decent. It is not at the final stage, so I need to Jorg and I will work on it and add a bit more usability stuff, like making it easier to add a color, for instance, or uploading images to your dashboard and how that's saved. So there's a lot of stuff that will be done, but for now it is there, and it's an easy way for everyone to update their settings and just grab a file and drop it in SimHub. So it does have some manual aspect, but that's something that I think everyone can do. You can just copy a file and move it into a folder. But editing that file was always a pain point. And what made me even more want to create this is recently I saw that after the video I created regarding the 2.6 version of the dashboard, I mentioned on stream that you can use any text editor. And people started using WordPad. WordPad is not a text editor in the sense of code. It's doc editor. So when you save it, it adds a whole bunch of stuff in the document. It's not plain text. So that was my mistake. But I realized that there's no way to predetermine or predefine what people are going to do. So I said WordPad. I don't remember saying WordPad. I know I said Notepad, but WordPad, Notepad, people get confused. They use whatever they find, and it's not always the right tool to do that. So how do you get around it? Well, we created a tool that you don't need to edit anything anymore. It's a web interface. And I will show it to you right now. Let me switch over to the coding window. Let me drag in where is it? I make it a bit smaller. Again, please excuse the crudeness of the UI. It's not perfect yet. There it is. Even if I make it bigger, it won't change anything. All right. So, as promised, it's the Lovely Dashboard settings file configurator. It's version 0.4. It's very, very early on, but the functionality that I wanted to build into this, it's there. So when you first download the Lovely Dashboard, Thiago, good evening. Yes, I was about to say good morning for some reason. Good evening, man. So the settings file configurator. When you first download the dashboard, you also need to download a settings file. You don't need to do that anymore. Forget that. You can do that if you want to. You can keep using the one you already have. I don't care. If you don't have one, and this is going to go into the new documentation coming next week. So you download the dashboard and you come straight to this site. You can still use the dashboard without any settings file. It's not required to use a settings file, but if you want to take advantage of the dashboard, you should. So now you come to the website. I will give you the URL. You can actually see the URL, but the URL, an easy URL is lsr, lovely Simracing, lsr.gg/configurator. You can all go there and you can try it. It's already working. But I'll show you right now what exactly, there are two things you can do here, and that's kind of important. So the first thing is start a new file. All right, so you just downloaded the dashboard. You don't have a settings file anywhere. Start a new file. Clicking on this will take you to a really nice and long and obnoxious form. We're working on it. We'll make this thing a bit shorter. Fine. But everything is in here, and you'll notice that there are predefined options. So there are things that you don't need to enter. So your name, it's optional. You don't need to put that. A color will be predefined default. It's the lovely blue color. Your logo, you need to do that. LFM, pit skill. But others are actually required, so there's something in here. But every option in the settings file is over here. And currently it's just text fields. And for numbers, but mostly text fields, right? So you do have like a few numbers here you can change, but they're all text fields. And then this is all the generic. Let me just scroll to the top. So you have all the generic. So everything we discussed in the previous video, it's in here, but it's a UI now. So you have everything, every option here. So these are the generic options. You can change them, even the hotkeys, you can just type them in whatever you want. And then we also have the sim specific options for ACC. What do you want to have here, right? AC, what do you want to have here? Everything you want. So once you type in what you want to be, for your name and your number and whatnot and colors and everything, all you need to do is just hit download the file. The file will be downloaded, and where is the file? It's in my, actually let me move it here because downloads got more than enough. And if I open the file now, you'll see that it's not as complicated as the other one. It's just a simple JSON file. This is it. It's got all the information. It doesn't have any help in there. You don't need it. But everything is here. You can still edit this file if you want to, but again, you don't need to. And the good part now is I can just take that file and drop it into SimHub JavaScript extensions, and you're done, and you're good. One thing that we've done though, so this is how you edit everything. I'm not going to go through every option. The options here are exactly the same that I went through on the previous video that I presented 2.6.0. You can go watch that for every single option, what it does. But right now I'm just showing you an easy way to do it. But what's more is if you're on the homepage, you already have a settings file. You already have a previous settings file and you want to make a change. How do you manage that? Well, we already have the upload here, which is, I think, pretty cool. So you just hit choose file. These are my screenshots for all the Wednesdays. And you scroll to where do I have a file? Where do I have? Oh, let's go to this PC, program files, and go to sim. I'm just going to pick up my last one, the one that I actually had. So this is a backup file. So this is a JSON file. It's over there. Let me show you what that file looks like, just so you know, because it's a previous file. It's actually not. It doesn't need to do that. I don't need to do that. Have the file here. It's loaded. I chose the file and hit upload. When I hit upload, you'll see that all the options here are already predefined. So I got my LFM ID, my Pitscale ID. Everything is the way I want it. It's saved in there, right? Shift F4 instead of Shift D and Shift A. I've got my ACC settings here. So at this point, I can do anything. I can make any change that I want. Lab review, turn it off. I don't want to have, or I want lab review on too. You can also use the little arrows, which are predefined with limits, so you can't go outside of the scope. I can do that. If I hit download file, it will again download the file, and I can use this new file. So this way, you're not losing any of the settings that you already had created. So in the future, like even if I come here and I actually choose a file, an old one, where do I have? I think I have something in here. Yeah, so this is like a 2.5.2 version of the file, an old one. I can hit open, upload it, and you'll see it doesn't have a lot of stuff because these things didn't exist back then, but it does have some predefined things that I already had in there. I can, like, the lap tire reset is A, it's not Shift A. Whatever you had, it will fill in the fields and leave blank for everything else. So in the future, if I come out with a brand new option for the settings file, you don't need to edit your settings file. You come to this website, you select your settings file, you upload it, you check what's new here and what's not, you hit download, you replace the old file, and you're done. So this is a really easy way to edit the settings file. So no more hacking at JSON files, no more trying to figure out what does this thing do? Oh, I missed a comma, or I didn't put a quote where I needed to put it. It's all here. It is all here. I hope you guys like it. This is actually quick and dirty. I will say this, it is quick and dirty. There are a lot of things that we want to update. So there are things that we want to do. Also, one thing that's important here, for instance, if this file is required and you haven't added it, it will actually not let you save the file. So in essence, it will try and always have a healthy file for you. So if something is required, you can't download it unless you actually input a value. If you put a wrong value, it will let you know that that is a wrong value. So it's kind of a safe way to edit the file anyway. And that's pretty much it. That is the settings file configurator. You can go and visit it now. You can use it today, right of this moment, with any version of the dashboard. Even the old ones, they're all compatible with this version, although this one is specifically done for 2.6.0. So it's ready-made for Wednesday, but you can use the settings file configurator for the version 2.5.2. It's the same thing. It will have probably more options which won't work on that, but no one cares, right? So you just visit lsr.gg/configurator, and I think I have an action. Let me check this out. This is going to be cool if it doesn't work. Configurator. If I wrote it correctly, it should give you the link as well. If I didn't, it won't work. Oh, but guess what? It does work. So, go on, try it out, let me know. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier than... and for me, it didn't really make a difference because I don't care. I created it, but I know that it is a pain point. And again, this is a very crude version of what the end result will be. There are things we're going to work on. We're going to work on the UI, obviously, and the UX. We're going to work on editing the actual field. So one thing that I want to add is for your color, I want to have a little color wheel too, so you can just click on it and directly select the color you want. Maybe for your logo, having an option to find the file and select it, and when you download it, it would download the file with it. So you just drop the file, settings file, and the image in the same place. There are all these little things that I want to do. I want to put instructions here for links to your LFM page where you can get the ID. So there's a lot of stuff that we want to do. Here, 1, 2, 3, it wouldn't be a text box. It would be, you know, a radio box. So you just select. Perhaps here for dark mode, where you select which dark mode you want colors, it would be screenshots of the dashboard, and you just click on the screenshot, the color you want. There are just a million things we want to do, but we don't have time. We need to ship, and we need to ship these things fast because I know these are pain points. So we're just putting this out there. You get to use it. We get feedback. We make it better. But until then, you guys can use it. And that was the lovely dashboard settings file configurator in a UI. I hope you guys like it. I mean, I really hope you guys like it. And let's go catch up a bit with the chat, because I've been chatting too much. I didn't read chat. Flavio, oh my god, it's a custom menu. It's not a custom menu, but you were close. It's still something customizer. That's because you thought of coming to America. Yeah, Tiago. No, actually, I was speaking to someone in the United States right now. That's why. Might be worth tabbing each section rather than scrolling through the whole page, and once done, have a button to generate a file. Yes, absolutely. Tabs will be considered. There's also a quick menu thing if it's too long. We'll see. I don't know. It's just this thing over here that you're looking at is actually generated on the fly from the settings file. So I have a settings file template in the server, where when I change the settings file, I require something new, I edit that JSON file, and that JSON file populates this form. So this form isn't static, it's being generated on the fly from the JSON file. And the JSON file, the one that I create, the template basically, also has validation for each field, it has the notes underneath, everything is in that JSON file. So it's easy for me to just use that JSON file for my dashboard and test it, and when it's okay, I just take that and upload it as... and it's basically the template for this. Jeff came in, SimHub JavaScript. Yes, it doesn't change. So you download it and you just place the same file in JavaScript extensions. It's the process is the same. You just don't need to edit a file anymore. You don't need to open a text editor anymore. Yep. Irix. Yeah, I mean, I did say Jorg Behrens, but Irix is his pseudonym. Did I say that right? It is pseudonimo, pseudonym. So Irix is the person that has been working heavily on this. Please recheck the URL. The one I posted? Or if you want to leave, go to site. Yes, it's working. It is the URL. I would suggest maybe there's something with your... if the URL isn't working, let me just post the URL directly, but it should be working because it's just a redirector I have. Let me just post the actual URL here. should work. Oh yeah, the short URL is configurator. The actual folder on the final URL is settings. We'll work that out. But I want people to bookmark the configurator file, the URL, because that's the short URL and it could change in the future. We can do anything we want with it. I'm just posting it there for people to use it. And that's pretty much it for the configurator. Why isn't the chat updating within? That's odd. Within OBS, the chat isn't updating as fast as it should. Yep. No, Eldrian, no, it won't work. It won't ruin anything. So you can actually use it through dark mode. You can set it up from now if you want to. You can use this file, do that, and when you download the dashboard, it'll work. So no, if these are just keys in the file, the dashboard that you already have, 2.5.2, I'm assuming, isn't going to look for those keys, so it doesn't care if they're there. So it's not going to break anything in any way. And 2.5.2 is compatible with this version anyway. So this version has been updated since version 2 of the Love dashboard. So if you're using anything before 2, this would not work. So yes, you need version 2 and beyond, but this should work fine with yours. Gamer Guy, how you doing, man? For some reason, my OBS chat isn't updating. That's weird. That's just OBS. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. The stream is not over. I'm gonna go through Discord and look at all the backlog. I know there are a few things that I want to work on. So you guys can hang in here with me and ask me more questions if you want to. I would be more than happy to answer everything. All right. Yeah, nice, Eldrian. Glad you like it. As I said, this is very crude. This is just a very, very basic version. I mean, if IRX time is, it's basically on IRX's time and how much I can support him as well to come out with this and make it even better and as fast as we can. But this is there now. I'm going to also assume that this will be here when it launches. I don't think it'll change much till next week. I don't know. Maybe we have time to change things, but the gist of it, this is the gist. So long with the previous settings file. I'm gonna update the documentation as well on GitHub. So when you download 2.6.0, there will be no settings file in the repository. You will need not to download it.
New Ko-fi subscription from Gary.
Ooh, new subscription from Gary. Thank you very much, Gary. Thank you. Why did Ko-fi enable voice again? That's annoying. So I will have a link to this configurator. So you download the dashboard, it works as is out of the box. You come to this configurator, you hit start a new file, you edit all your options. They do have explanations. But it is crude, I get it. It is better than what existed though. So you download the file, I'm gonna put instructions in here as well. You move the file into JavaScript extensions, you put your image in there, whatever you want, and you're good to go. If you want to make a change to the file that you already have, you basically just come over here, you choose the file that you already had settings for, you hit upload, and these are the settings that you previously had for that file. For instance, I'll just do it once more, I'll show you. The file that I'm currently using in my, where is it? There, SimHub. Where is it? I'll show you guys as well. JavaScript extensions. This is the file that I'm currently using, the one that I have on for my dashboard. I hit open and upload, and these are all the settings that I have. I can even do, I can put this. It's default, right? But I don't need to put it here, but I can just have it there. And all of the other settings. So, for instance, night mode, I do want night mode. I have 12 for UI radius. Map zoom, I don't want to change anything there. Shift F5, F4, tire lap average is 2. I don't want to change that. I'm happy with all of these settings. There was one thing I did want to change though. No, I think it was for the alert delay. So let's make these alert delays 1500 milliseconds, which is 1.5 seconds. So when I'm done with that, I just download the file. And downloaded the file, I just copy it and I paste it inside of my JavaScript extensions again, and we're all good. Simple, clean, and easy. That's all I can say. Hey Bruno, hello man. Dan, yes, it'll become better. It will become better, trust me. It'll become better. This settings file configurator will become better. No doubt about it. It just needs some time now. It's out there, it's published, you can use it. It will become better though. Michael, hello to you too. Inyaki, good afternoon man, how you doing? I always say good morning. Why is it that I say good morning now? No, Dan, so really good question, Dan. No, when you download it, the file, I will show it to you here. Let me delete some previous ones. I have some, yeah, it doesn't matter. It's like, no one cares about these files I have here. So I start a new file, and when I download it, yeah, it downloads. The file is right here. So the file is as is this file over here. You copy it, and you paste it in JavaScript. There's nothing else you do. The only reason you would want to do something different is if you created a new file, for instance, and hit download, well then Windows basically just renames the file with a 1. And if I do it again, it'll do a 2. And again, a 3. Well then yes, you would need to rename it. And renaming it is just removing... Oh man, I hate when Windows does that. Hit the wrong button. You just need to remove the number. You know, and this, I say this because it might be obvious, but there was a case where a user was downloading the file repeatedly, and it was at like settings version 9, and he was using that in the extensions, and he didn't realize it was a different name, and the dashboard would never read it because it didn't know that existed. It was the wrong file name, and it didn't work, and it was frustrating, and I was trying to tell him that, you know, it's the name and whatever, but eventually we got around through to it. But yes, this is something you need to take care of. I can't do that for you, at least not yet. I don't know if we can override it, Irix. I don't know if you can override a file. I don't think so. So you just need to make sure that it doesn't have, you know, any numbers after it, like if you have multiple files. Do that and you're golden. Bruno, no, I've downloaded it, I have it, I have not checked it. I basically just launched it, I saw the cars, I didn't even check out the track. I didn't even see Red Bull Ring, which I think is an amazing track. Override is not possible, okay. Yeah, I figured that out. So when you download the file, just make sure that it's the right name. By default, if you don't have anything else with the same name in the download file, the folder, it will have the right name. So we do create a file with the name that is exactly as you need it in the extensions. Just make sure that it's not a duplicate or anything else. That's pretty much it. Gone with that I am. Ask away if you want. I will answer as many questions as possible. But in the meantime, sorry, let me go over to my Discord and check out any bugs and what's going on here, people. Sorry, I need to make it so I can see. Alright, so this is a weird bug that was reported by Rodrigue. It was regarding his laps and the fact that the alert wasn't working. And he sent me over basically a SimHub replay, and it's just wrong data. So the dashboard is actually reporting right stuff. I ran the replay, and the replay has bad data in it. So what he's saying here, it's completed laps everything, but it's just 1 and 0 in the data. So that's what the dashboard is reading. So I'm not sure I can do anything about this. OCD Part 2, Jeff Master. All right. Yes, I see the problem. Oh God. Oh, that's my OCD kicking in. Let's go fix that. Let's go find it and fix it. Alright, so we know what the problem is. Mask, it's not masking, so I just need to go into the functions where we have the flag. Actually, no, sorry. Flags are separate. Go into the flags. Turn on the green flag, which we saw. And then... oh, that's interesting. 286, so maybe it's not, it can't go outside of it. Oh wait, so green is on, yellow BG, sector 1, and yellow BG. How is that even possible to see that? How is that even possible, man? How is that possible? That's very weird now. So, yellow BG, the black. And this is Jeff, so he's using 2.6 beta 8. Which is this one over here, just doesn't, it's not a beta anymore. That is weird. So all sectors, if I turn them on, fine, I don't care about that. Green, but the yellow background, which is the black layer, is full width. So I actually don't know what that is about. Okay. Yeah, I can't test it. I don't have a replay that has exactly that. So that's going to be hard for me to actually test anyway. Yeah, I'll have it on, but I don't think we'll be able to test it in any way. I don't have flags on dashboard, but still, even so, the yellow BG, only radius top left is actually changing. Everything else is 5. That's fine. It matches everything else. I do not know why you have that little pixel there. But oh, it says only in sectors 1 and 2. I'm assuming because 3 is just covering it. But again, only 1 and 2, I get it. But this is what turns on with any of these sectors. Right. So if it's either sector 1, 2, or 3, this will turn on, or else it's off. So it doesn't do it with anything else. Like the global yellow wouldn't do it. Yeah, I don't know how I can fix this. I cannot duplicate it. I cannot replicate it. So I think it's gonna... Why is it doing that? Let me just say, any chance we can get a replay? I need to replicate it. Tire temperatures, there's a bug. Well, not really. It's kind of like a bug, but it's just, I need to add that feature. Tire temperatures for Formula 1. So I'm happy to say that I've added it. Just showing you how it works as far as the dashboard is concerned. If we go over to the tires and wheels, in F1 tires, there's just a huge list. Dry, C1 to C5, inter, and wets. And each one of these turns on depending on the tire that's available, fitted on the car at that point in time. And I'm taking into account tire models. I'll let you know exactly which ones. So I'm taking into account modern F1 tires, so C1 through C5, inters and wets. And I'm also taking into account F1 Classic that just had dry and wet tire, so that as well. F2, which had hard, medium, soft, and super soft, and wet. So I'm taking into account all of these different tire models. So C1 is basically dry for classics and hard for F2, for instance. So I'm making sure that all of these match, and I'm turning on that specific tire. And in each tire, I'm also using the data model that is for F123. So for Formula 123, there's tire temperatures for C1 through C5 and inter and wet. So there's an optimal working window, and I'm using that. I'm going up and down by 5 degrees. If it's too little or too much, you guys can check it out, and I will change it. But it's there for you guys to basically test it as much as you can and make sure that it's working. And I will update it if needed. So I think this tire model thing, I'm going to close it. I'm going to consider it done and hitting close. So it's not on stream here. I can just move it here. It's fine. I don't care. iRacing bugs is just what, no, yeah, it's the one. Oh, wait. Yeah, it's the one we just did. The OCD one we couldn't actually fix. I can't find a way to fix it. Yes, estimated time in team events is not correct. I know that. I'm not going to tackle that right now. Estimated lap time in team events, what happens is when you step in the car, it shows you the estimated lap based on the best time from the car. So not a driver, but any driver. And that's not actually correct. You should be able to see, it should reset. Like every time there's a driver swap, it should reset. I don't know if that's something that I can do. Actually, I'm pretty sure I cannot manipulate that data in SimHub, but maybe there's a way for me to use a different type of data if it's, you know, multiple drivers, if it's a team race. I don't know. That needs a lot of work, and it'll be part of a next phase for the Levy dashboard that will also include team features and endurance racing and multi-class and all that kind of stuff. And remind me if we have time, I may show you the new single class only pit wall. AC small bugs. AC? What does it say here? Hi, I'm pretty much spending all my time on hot lapping server and launch live tourist. Here are a few hiccups. Brake temp stays at ambient temp 10 degrees in my case. Lights aren't showing on the top left screen. Using high beams. Yes, okay, I know that. So lights on AC don't exist, so we don't have that. We don't have stages, so we can't use that. I think it's due to the track layout, but map doesn't show up and asks me for to complete a clean lap. Yes, again, this is a SimHub thing. So the second one is lights aren't showing, so we don't have that data property in SimHub for AC, so I can't turn on the lights on the dash. I can't. You can turn them on in the game, but I don't have a property to show it in here. The third one is track layout. Okay, it's you have to make a few clean laps to see the track layout. I don't think I can do anything about that. And if it's not 1, it's 5, maybe, because like if you're doing the Nordschleife, it's hard. But if you're doing a small track, it's easy. You have to do a few laps because SimHub basically learns the track from your driving. That's why if you notice in SimHub, the tracks aren't perfect. They're not exactly as you'd expect them to be, or they're not exactly as you'd see them designed as they were. Because it's basically learning from your lines. It's designing the track as you're driving. So it might need more. If SimHub says that it needs a complete clean lap, maybe it needs 2 or 3, I can't do anything about that. And brake temp stays ambient 10 degrees in my case. Let me switch over to AC and see if it's something that I can have replay. I have an MX5 replay here. So if I move forward, damage, okay, someone crashed me with the MX5. Actually, let's move here. And we're looking over here for the ambient temps for the brakes. 26, 26. Were they 26 before? They are. 17, but they're not changing? Okay. Cool, 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 cool. 17. Alright, he's correct. Let's check out the data. Brake temperature front left, it's all it's being reported 17. It's reported 17. Interesting. I'll show you guys. Brake and show game specific. Hey 50, how you doing, man? 50, go now. Go now. Go to Ko-Fi. Add your shipping details, man. Go now. I want to send you the sticker. I haven't. Go now. Just don't go away. Close the stream. Go to Ko-Fi. Add your shipping details and then come back. This stream is not for you until you add your shipping details. You're not getting a sticker. How are you going to gain 2 or 3 tenths every lap without a sticker? How? You can't. Just go. I'm not streaming for you. Of course you're welcome, man. So this is interesting. I don't think I've seen this before. I haven't noticed it. So brake data points are always here. It's 17, and these are the native data points from SimHub. And if we go down here, we see the game specific ones. They're 17, and they're 17 not because they're 17. If I go to a previous one, they're 26, and they're not changing. So I'm going to assume that this is yeah, this is just how the game is. It's not delivering any telemetry. Wow. It's a good thing you showed that to me, but I didn't notice. My goal with Lovey Dashboard is to use as much native data as possible. So if SimHub has a data point, I will use that. If that data point doesn't work for a specific sim, I will only then change it. I will not use custom data points per game, because that would bloat and would make it hard to maintain, but also it's wrong. If SimHub has a data point as a common data, like if SimHub has this thing over here that's called brake temperature front left, and the game has brake temp 01, I will use the native SimHub, because brake temperature front left SimHub tries and uses that same data point for all sims. And as you can see though, it's not wrong here. Brake temperature front left is the same delivered by the game as well. So it's not something that's wrong. Actually, let me pause. It's 26. Let's try something different here. I'm just going to debug something. Go in here, do JavaScript, insert raw game data. Insert raw game data. Why isn't it opening up a window? Why? There's no raw game data? These are working. You think it's yeah, maybe it's maybe I was in the wrong place. No? No? No raw data? What is it for no raw? I'm curious now if it's no raw data for AC or is it in general? Don't save anything. I haven't done anything here. Let's go to ACC. I'm curious. Do the exact same thing for ACC. Discovering everything every single day. So put that there and go to text. Use JavaScript. Oh, see, it's ACC then. So it's AC, sorry. In AC, we don't have raw data. So unfortunately, there's nothing for me to do here. Yeah. It's just the data that's coming in from the game. Maybe it's vehicle dependent. And before I submit that, I'm going to try it. So let's get that out of the way. And let's change back to Assetto Corsa. I got Lamborghini Huracan, Mazda, and the Praga R1. So the Praga R1, what does that tell us? 26. Go away, damn it. 26. Everything's 26. Temperatures are not changing. You guys can see it as well. This is brake applied. So it's how much you're braking. So we don't have that data there. How about I have a Lamborghini Huracan? I don't have any other cars, sorry. Again, now it's 25. Yeah, it's not giving you real-time data. I'm gonna say maybe it's car dependent, but I think it's not. And I'm closing this because there's nothing I can do here. Done and close. Done and dusted, as they say. AC yellow. Okay, this is a discussion we've had. Daniel, the LEDs are dope, man. The LEDs are amazing. I don't even remember what version I'm using. They're perfect. Honestly. Great work. If any of you have a DDU and are interested in LED profiles, and again, I've said, even I at some point were like, it's just a LED profile. If you haven't tried Daniel's LED profiles, you do not know what you're missing on the information you get from the LED profile. So dashboard gives you a lot of data, rich data. LED profiles are what you need at a glance, in an instance. Spotter, flags, whatever, it's all there. So go over to Daniel's Daniel Newman Racing. Google him, find him on YouTube. He's got some great videos on what he's created. You also find his Discord, which is really new, and you can also go support him if you like his work, which I would encourage. And yeah, just go try him out. I think Daniel is giving all of his work for free and just accepting support when and someone wants to. Of course, I'm a very huge advocate for supporting anyone that's giving anything for free, anyone that's giving time, because nothing is for free. Trust me, someone's giving something to someone. Trust me, it's a lot of time, and I know for a fact that Daniel has been spending hours and hours on creating these LED profiles. So yeah, it's worth a visit, and yeah, it's worth your dime, to be honest. Yeah, I love you too, man. All right, so this is for the yellow flags. It's iRacing, else if ACC, else... I think I fixed this. So let me just check. I think I've actually changed this. Under flags, under global yellow. I have. There you go. I did say done. Yeah, because you haven't done... This is the latest version. Yeah. Done for next release. Perfect. Closing it. So we're getting through a lot, aren't we? Default shortcut keys interfering with AC. Yes, default shortcut keys are interfering with ACC, and then you change them and they will interfere with AC, and then you change them and then they will interfere with iRacing, and yes, they will interfere with every single game. You need to find what you choose, what you play, and you set them up as you want. There is a thought that I move the default keys per sim, which is not a bad idea. So depending on what sim you have different key, I don't know if it's actually quite some effort to do that. I don't know if it's worth it. For me, I just find the key no game is using. It's not easy because I know they're using a ton of games, but there are a few that, like Shift F4, I haven't seen anyone using that. So yeah, try it out, and if it is a big problem, then we can talk about it. Maybe we do something different on it. But for this, I'm closing it because yes, I know. And any default key I put, it will interfere with some game or another. Just yeah, this is just the ones that I have installed. I mean, how can you not interfere or conflict with any of these games at any point in time? There's always going to be something that is interfering with something else. So yeah, we have to deal with it. Hey Tone, you can do Alt 4, you can do anything you want. Yeah, just go ahead, go crazy. Find, that's it. Live your dreams. Go find your own hotkey. Go find the hotkey that doesn't exist for anyone. And when you know it, give it to me and I'll put it as a default. Just go out there. Spend hours on all games and making sure that no one has that single hotkey. Alright. No IR and SOF. I'm going to say this. This has been done. So IR rating, let's go check it out together again. So I rating and strength of field is something that has been added from the previous version. So as you can see here, it's fairly simple. This folder iRacing, if it's iRacing, it will show it. So if it's iRacing, boom, these are the two things you see. And now in here, first thing is incidents. So incidents, this folder is always on. There's nothing here closing it, turning it on off. The only thing that changes is if there is a limit of incidents, you will see this format, this like that. But if there isn't any, you see this. Okay, that's the only difference. And incidents are always there. Then what I have done is for strength of field, it says here there's a function here that says if there is a strength of field, so if the race you're in has a data point that's a valid data point of strength of field and session time left is less than 0, which means it's negative, which means the race has not started yet. It's important. Show the strength of field. So return true for these cases. What happens here is this strength of field, this thing over here, will appear before you start the race. So if the race has a strength of field and it hasn't started yet, you will see this. So as you're going during your warm-up lap, or you're starting in, like, you know, as an ACC just before the start line, you will see this. Once your time goes from a negative value, because that's how it works in iRacing, once it goes to negative and goes to positive, or whatever, when the race hasn't started, it says -1 for session time left. Once that goes over 0, so it's like 25 minutes left, that disappears. So you see the strength of field up until right before the race, and then it goes off. And then when it's off, there's the iRating gain estimation, and there's nothing here to hide it. So this is on always, and the data in here, it's just return IR gain estimation. It's a simple number. So there's actually nothing more for me to do here. This ticket is actually done. And if it doesn't work, actually let's try this. Let's download the replay. I'm downloading it. Hopefully it'll be fast. No, Tone, I'm gonna actually put Alt F4. I'm actually going to put Alt F4 in it as a default and say just do that while racing. Yeah, Jeff has a point. If you want 2.6, and 2.6 is coming for free, but if you want 2.6.1 or 2.7 beta, you will have to become a Lovely member. I'm just making it clear to everyone that I will always give the Lovely dashboard for free, but free versions will come almost every quarter. So last time I released something was in November, now it's end of January, so it's around 3 months. Expect something end of March as a new version. There will be, if needed, you know, critical updates if something's crashing or not, but usually it's not. So if you become a Lovely member, you get all of these for that coffee per month, ahead of everyone else. And I'm going to keep it like that because it's actually working and it is supporting the project. So if you want it, consider supporting first off. And then if you want everything earlier than everyone else, consider becoming a member. It's as simple as that. All right, let me load up the replay that Brian has sent me. We transfer. And hold on, caller. SimHub, I'm going to drop in the replays into SimHub and iRacing. Alright, and these are 2024. I don't know which replay this will be. Switching games to iRacing. Should be this one. Name. So it's gotta be this one. It's gotta be this one. We're looking at here. You can also see a small preview. So there are incidents. Incidents are unlimited, and it's a race. Really? Replays are a bit sticky, but there is no I rating. Gain or loss in position is -1. Maybe this is the wrong replay that I'm looking at, the one that had previously been sent to me. Wait, let me see if the which. Oh man, I hate it when iRacing does this. Oh, 18-1, so it's 2024, 18, okay, sorry, it was the wrong replay. That was the replay that someone had sent me. So remember when I said that I had the wrong data? So check this out. Position -1. And if I stop and go to available properties and say, show me the position, position is -1.
But we're not navigating anywhere. If you'd like directions, just say, get directions to wherever.
I don't want to go anywhere. Oh, thank you very much. So you can see it's -1. So if I close this and open up a different replay, which is, this has got to be the one he sent me, 18/1, 2021. Yes, this is the one Brian was referring to. And you'll see it's position 0, it's just starting. We can see position 0 of 28. Again, it's not delivering anything. Maybe it's race. Oh, there it is. Now it's 3 because it started. Incident points, iRating gain, not showing. Let's see what the data says. Actually, let's put gain. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. That's not available in iRacing. iRating gain estimation is not available in iRacing. Unless I'm completely off here. Oh man. Yeah, I don't use it that much, so that's probably me making a mistake here, but it's not iRacing extra properties. Come on. It's if you have the Romain Rob plugin, which I don't encourage you to use. Only for this. But if you do have it, if I do drag it and drop it in here, it would work. Damn it, doesn't it have... Nope. Nope. So this is on my behalf. Not a mistake. I already have the property there, so if you guys want to use it, you can have it, but I don't require it because it's only for this one data point. Maybe it's strength of field as well? Is strength of field also iRacing extra properties? Okay. No, Eric, it's not about that. You actually have to have Romain Rob's plugin. I'm going to try it out right now. Be right back. Alright, so what I've done, I just googled Romain Rob and I found his links on SimHub, on the forums, and downloaded the plugins only. And now I will add the plugins and I will solve this mystery once and for all. Still downloading? Really? It should be downloaded now. Where is it? It's not in my folder. Oh, suspicious download. Download suspicious file. Okay. It's a suspicious file and it didn't want to download it. Okay. So I have that and that. Copying. So just so you know, you copy the files and then you go over to your PC and go to SimHub and just literally just paste them in the root of SimHub. And then you need to close SimHub, shut it down completely, and now we'll have iRating gain estimation. Oh my god, I can't believe it was that. Yeah. I'm entitled to a mistake. I don't use iRacing, so, and I don't have that plugin. But it is overkill to have a plugin just for that one thing. There it is. Turning it on. Okay. I'm gonna feel so bad that I didn't know this. I didn't realize this, actually. Ah, there it is. Alright. Okay, come on. Hate me. Alright, I'm gonna put a note. If you guys want strength of field, and if you guys want to have iRating gain estimation, you need to download Romain Rob's plugin. Go ahead. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do I did a diddy dum diddy do. Yeah, it's working everywhere now. My god. And strength of field. Strength of field is 1 race. Why is it race 1? I don't know what this is. It's a race. A race hasn't started yet. I don't have a picture. Anyway, I'm not going to deal with that. First one is... Yes. You need to have the Romaine Rob plugin. Oh god. I feel so stupid right now. I feel like as if I should race on iRacing a lot more. And this needs to go into the documentation. So you just need rsc.iRacing extra properties .dll and dpdb. Alright, I'm actually replying to that, so sorry for this, but I need to do it. I mean, this is what the stream is about. Watching me do things you won't always see. Alright, so I replied to that. We actually solved the problem, which is pretty cool, to be honest. I just feel stupid about it. Would it be difficult to make a page in the dash where are the target with iRating and incidents? It wouldn't be hard, but would it be necessary if you already have those in a prominent place? What would be the difference? Like, why would you want to have them big in there? I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Just curious. Like, if it's already on the dash, I would not want to have them in a separate duplicate page, because if you're on the home page of the dash and you already have them top left, if you put them again on the dash, it's just duplicate content. Why would you want that? I'm just curious. I would be negative, saying that I don't want to put it again, but if there's a really good reason, why not? Alright. Getting rid of all these bugs. I'm not going to do the lap counter now. I just can't deal with that now. This has been fixed. Done. Close the post again. Yes, I know you can see them better, but you already have it. Like, the idea would be that I would remove it from the top left and put it somewhere else, which is fine with me, but I wouldn't want to have it duplicate anywhere. That's why I'm kind of considering maybe not yet, maybe later in the future when something else comes and we might want to do that. This has also been fixed around the edges. Why is... do I have anything to do? iRacing bugs. So Rodrigue. Oh, he's online now. That's pretty cool, though. All right. This is not a private chat, and that's why you can see it. This is public in the forum, in the bug reports. If it was private, you would not be seeing it. Trust me. And this, yeah, I think that's it with the bugs. And we have a few feature requests, of which I'm not going to add any new features to the app, so to the dash. So anything that's coming in, unless it is very important and it actually adds something, I will add it. But right now, I'm under feature freeze. So 2.6 is locked and loaded. I'm cleaning it up. I'm making sure that everything works, and then releasing it. So working on documentation. So that's what you get right now. I'm not going to add any new more features unless it is unless it's something that that will add, or you know, it's something, it's a feature that's broken that I need to fix. And we have a lot of requests, and a lot of these things will be coming in the new version. Brad, so this is the deal. I keep on saying this, I know, but I don't know when you're joining, when you're watching, or if you catch this. So on Wednesday, I'll be releasing, next Wednesday, a week from now, I will be releasing the new version of the Lovely Dashboard, public for everyone. Everyone will have it. Non-members, everyone will have the latest version. That's it. And immediately after that, I'm going to start working on Pitwall. So this will be going to be a version for Pitwall, which is obviously only for paid members, pro members and above. And then I'm going to start adding features to the Lovely Dashboard, because there is a collaboration, there is a partnership that's starting that requires some changes to the dashboard, which will enhance it, but will also allow me to make this partnership a big thing, make it work. So that's going to be coming immediately after. So if you are a Lovely member, either Starter, Pro, or Gold, you will have the Lovely Dashboard the moment it comes out. So all the latest versions. And if you're a Pro and Gold, you'll also have the Lovely Pitwall, which I want to show you a multi-class race. What that looks like. Hold on, let me open here. Pitwall. So here's the Pitwall. And I think it was in iRacing. I had a replay from Daytona, multi-class. I don't know. I'm going to open up something. I'm not entirely sure if this is it. Yes. Okay. Check this out now. I hope you guys like it, because there's a lot of work going in here. So it shows you all the classes here and all the cars here. And this is a practice session, but I don't really care if it's a practice or not. So now you can actually see the class of the car and the class of the car here. So on track. Now, that's okay. Jeff, Pascal, thank you for the setup. Compliments for that. Thank you very much. Simracer's arm. Yes, they are exciting times. I honestly, I was on a call literally right before the stream, an hour long, with someone that is, he's a legend in the real racing world. Those who know who I'm talking about, but he is an absolute legend in the racing world, and we're going to work on the Lovely Dashboard together, right? So getting a person that has so much experience in real life racing, in endurance races, a real big race name, like everyone knows him. I just don't want to say anything yet, because I want to prepare a few things before we do that. But having him on board, building the Lovely Dashboard together, what else do you want? And we will build a few features, new features. He has so many ideas for sim racing, and we're going to work on it together. So yes, exciting times, and you guys don't imagine how exciting they will be. Trust me, just stick around. This is getting better and better. Jeff, you said, oh, how many O's were those? Did I get them all? Does it also show multi-class cars and drivers in dashboard, or is it a planned mod to dashboard? Wow, nice. Right, Jeff, shut up. Simracing arms, guessing it will be yellow and green. Yeah. Oh god, you guys know. So let me get back to the Pitwall. So you can see multi-class here, but there's always been one thing where, and this is actually going to happen in the dashboard as well. So not just pit wall, but I'm working on pit wall first. So you have all the multi-class. If you click anywhere on this, you go into the second page, which is only your class. Don't look at the colors now because the cars haven't all crossed the line, but this is only your class. And notice that when you switch from here, it says overall best 131.7, but once you switch to the class only, it's only because your class is the best. Let me find a different replay. A different replay that works well. This is nice. Let me move it along just a bit. Cross the line so we get some numbers here. There you go. Oh, it's Matt. Matt Joy sent me this. So you can see that this is overall best 131.594, and if you go to class best, it's 144.767, and now it's only your class. So now you're P19 in your class, and you can see everyone in your class. And then you hit again, and you see everyone. So top 3 are obviously a different class to you, and then it goes from 31 to 45. It just shows you relative in the standings among other cars. Obviously, you'll have most of you, because it's the beginning of the race here, and practice session, class will be around you, but during a race, you're probably not. This is the general leaderboard. But you click on it, and you only go to class only. This has taken a lot of time to develop. It's not as trivial as you may think, especially the leaderboard the way I've designed it, where depending on your position, these 15 cars here are not always, they're not, you can see it starts from 11 and ends at 25, and Matt is over here, and there are 25 cars racing, so this is the last car, and Matt, as he drops through, would go all the way down here, but as he goes up, the entire leaderboard would move. So it would start from, like, 7 to whatever, and this has a lot of calculations behind it. The first version of the pit wall, if you recall, was bad. It was lagging, because I thought up of a way to do this that was kind of easier on me, but it had so many resources that it required, so it didn't work well, and I rewrote everything. But when I rewrote everything, I did it for this version, which is the entire leaderboard, and now I rewrote the same scripts that can work for class only as well. And what I'm going to do now, and this is the next version. Let's see questions. Guess he needs something to do after retirement. Actually, he's very busy. I'll tell you that much. Trying to get on a call with him for what do we have now? It's January 24th. I think it's since December. So, can a toggle be set in pit wall to change classes? I like your ideas. But what I want to do, so I don't know if I'll have a toggle to switch between classes. Maybe. Very good idea. Put it in the features and suggestions for the pit wall. Jeff, do that. What I want to do is, because I know there are 18 cars here, I don't know, like, all the races I've seen have 3 classes. And don't get me wrong, my knowledge may be very limited to what I've seen on TV. But, it's the LMP, LMP1, M2, and then GT3 cars. And then GT3 has amateur and pro, but that's different. It's GT3. Recent Daytona 24 had the GDPs, the LMP1s, and the GDTs. I don't, like, all that. But I always see 3 classes. So my idea was, I want to add one more screen that has 6 cars from the first class, 6 cars from the second class, and 6 cars from the third class. And it would always show the top 6, maybe. And your class would have you in the middle where you are. So having all classes. But I also like your idea, Jeff. So your idea is having the main leaderboard, the overall best. You'd see here, it says leaderboard. Then it says class leaderboard. And then just trickling through and going through every class available. That is tricky. Very tricky. Because I'd have to find a way to dynamically say class 1, 2, and 3, get the name of the class, put it up here, and if it's like, maybe there's more, can you have like 2 classes? Okay, 3 classes? Okay, Can you have 4 or 5 classes in a race? I'm going to assume you can. Don't mind this, it's just the SimHub resetting its replay. I need to find a way so to count how many classes there are and automatically increment the, not that wouldn't create pages, it would be programmatic, which means that this won't work anymore. I'd have to create something different. This would be this would essentially be a widget in itself, and maybe it'll hit performance, but that's a good idea and I will explore it at some point. Damn it, that's actually a really nice idea. But I don't know, how do you guys like it like this? So the pit wall, so if you don't know, pit wall is available to pro members and gold members. This pit wall that I have in front of me right now is not available to anyone because it's still in development, but it will be coming right after I release the Lovely Dashboard 2.6. I'll be releasing this version, and you will notice, let me find another replay now that has that information. You will notice that over here, the pit wall that I released on Friday, which was for Daytona, didn't have anything here. Well, this is what's going to go here, the iRating. And this is Dan, you mentioned having the information. I already have that as a design, right? It's right here. It's this box over here. So I already have that. It's not that I don't have it. I already have that information, and I can just move this and put it in the dashboard. I just find it redundant. Having this information here and in the top left corner over here. So having it there and there. So that's why I'm saying I want to be very careful. I don't want to over clutter it or over complicate something that we don't need it to be like that. There's a thing where you have information on demand. So maybe that's something we can do. Maybe this thing over here would flash as an alert. So maybe if our rating gain estimation goes up or down or something, it flashes so you know it. But I don't, again, I might find that distracting. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just assuming it's distracting. I'll just say that much. Yeah, if you want to get technical, I count at least 6 classes, if not more. You can run an ACC in an open series. So, yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, practically, if you can actually have more than 3, but obviously, as you said, you can. So I would need to figure that out. I'm not going to do it tonight. Have you considered heart rate, James Brown? Do you feel good? Yeah, I had to. Sorry. No, I haven't considered heart rate. Yeah, do we want to have heart rate? I don't know. Do we? Where would it go? Like, if you look at the spirit, like the pit wall, I get. In the pit wall, I might put something, but in the dashboard, I wouldn't put heart rate. I wouldn't. If you look at the spirit of the dashboard, the only thing in the dashboard that's not related to the race is here. That this is the only element of the dashboard that's not related to the race. The time. So race time is over there. This time over here is real time, the in real world time. It's the only bit of the dashboard in any page that has nothing to do with the race you're in. And I just did that because a lot of people have been asking for it, so I added it. And I'm okay with that. Okay, I added it. But having the heart rate in here, it just feels a bit... I'm not sure I'd want to have it. Just showing off, I know. Toggle is not working really well. Don't know why. Right now you can see I have turned it off, but if I switch over to, let's say, this, you can see my heart rate. It's working. But yeah, I just put it in OBS or somewhere in SimHub if you want to use it somewhere, but I don't know if I would put the heart rate in the dash. Yeah, I don't know if I do that. Yeah, I mean, for the pit wall, it makes sense though, because just look at the concept of what these things are. So the dashboard, it's already over cluttered, but I think it's well designed so it doesn't seem over cluttered. So there's a lot of information, but it's positioned in places where it's not distracting and they're not too loud. You know, like even now, push to pass is off. Push to pass is off. It's not distracting. It's even the title is subtle, and it's not something that you'd pay attention to. Only if it changes, only if it's available, then you would actually see it. So everything you have on the dashboard is related to the race you're running. But the pit wall is something that in its core concept is not, it shouldn't be used by the driver. So yes, you can put this thing on your fourth monitor, you can have it somewhere on your stream as I have it. Like I've got a pit wall scene here that basically runs and looks like this. You can put it there and all that, but it's not meant for the driver. The pit wall is not meant for the driver. It's meant to have someone to use and to look at while you're driving, and they would say, oh, look, your fuel, oh, look at this and that. So having information for the driver would make sense. So you would see the driver through the pit wall, their health, like 120, 140 BPM. Dude, just stop. You know, take a nap or something. Yeah, for the pit wall, I wouldn't say no. I would have to see how to integrate it. Honestly, it's not difficult. It's after there's a web app and there's some CSS I need to change. It's not hard. It's not hard. I just need to figure it out. But for the pit wall, it would make a bit more sense because the pit wall looks at the car, the session, and the driver, whereas the dashboard is really just about the session, not the driver. I am the driver. Where the pit wall is someone else might be watching it and someone else might be required to, you know, look at it and whatnot. Yep. Never say never. Alright, so we have, yeah, it's almost 11 p.m. It's not a very long stream, to be honest. Any more questions? Things I can help you guys with? I'm headstrong on doing the documentation and not adding any more features to the dashboard as much as I want to. If there's something that's like super unique, I would probably be inclined to do so. But for the most part, the dashboard is it's feature frozen. So I'm not adding new things. I'm just fixing what's broken, you know? So many things I'm noticing. Oh, that it's working. Okay. Turns are working. Everything's working here. So this is not completely done for iRacing. And I also noticed that iRacing doesn't have the time. I haven't tweaked it. So what happened is me being me have been discussing the D24, Daytona 24 for so long. And then on Thursday I realized, wait, I have a pit wall. Pit wall doesn't work, doesn't have Daytona, first off, so you don't have all these graphs here, you know, the round graph, you don't have that, and it's not optimized for iRacing. How stupid am I? So Friday evening, I hopped in, I made some changes, I got Matt to send me over a replay of Daytona so I can grab all the turns and sectors and put everything in here so you guys can have it, and then released it. So the truth is I have not fully optimized it for iRacing, but I will do that. So timing will work and everything. Jeff, this is all you need. A watch. If you go to Hyperate, HyperX, Hypo, what are these things? Hyperate.io, there it is, hyperate.io. It's this thing over here. It's a free heart rate widget for Twitch. There you go. You download it. It's actually for Apple Watches. It's a native app on the watch, so you don't need to have your phone or anything. You can install directly on a watch from the App Store on the watch. You can put it on your phone, do anything you want. But basically, it's as simple as that. Like, I hope you guys can see it. Let me switch over here. It's just that. It just counts. It does have a second screen, or it has a little detail underneath. When I hit start, I stopped it, which has an ID, like a 4-digit number or something, alphanumeric, and that's what you use to put in a widget and have it anywhere. But this is how you get your heartbeat, and this is actually supported devices. They got everything. They got Garmin, they got Fitbits. What's an Ezon, a Polar? They've got a lot of devices that support their app. A lot. All Apple Watches, Android watches, Xiaomi bands. I mean, come on, this is like the most popular band. My daughter probably had like 3, 4, 5, and 6. These things cost like $20 or something. They're very inexpensive. So all of these hardware feed it into Hyperate, and then all you do is, like, once you where is it? Widget configurator. Yeah, you got so many things here to do. You need to put your ID, which I'm not sharing my ID because you would see this wherever you are if it's on. You put your ID here and you just get OBS URL. They have it for that. You copy the URL, you put it as a web source in there, and you're done. As I said, you can see it says 78. This is not mine. This is from Hyperate. I've did some CSS tweaking on it and flipped the graph so now it goes from left to right, which I wanted. But essentially, it's as simple as that. Jeff, it's not integrated in anything. It literally is just this URL, which you use it in OBS. You wouldn't put it in Twitch or anything else. You would put it in OBS as a web source, and then you can resize it and just place it anywhere you want. Like the one you see in my stream, what you're seeing right now, basically in the bottom corner, it's that URL with I think I've added. These guys have widget configurators, but they also have design gallery. Wait a second. Reserve showcases. Widgets. They have more. Sorry, you're not looking at my screen. I just realized. There's a preview, but I think there's also hype range, hype clips. They also have different widgets. I don't know where they are now, but if you go through this, you'll find that they have not just this one widget, they have a few widgets. So you can download. Oh, there they are. They have this. Hearts, you can use any one of these hearts. You can create your own. And then you can also, there's also graphs. So I don't know where it is now, but there is something for graphs like the one I have. It's fairly simple though. All right, 5-0. I will get you the link to Discord for SimDash. Yes, I know, James. In devices, you can add SimHub. You can add a new device. And where's the category? Did I miss it? All brands, Fanatec. Wait, there is heart rate monitors. Come on. Oh, there it is. That's what I was looking for. Bluetooth low energy heart rate monitor. So I don't know if you can add. Yeah, you can add one. So yeah, good catch there. I forgot you have it directly there as well, but you need to have a Bluetooth device for that. So, you know, the heart rate monitors that are dedicated for that, you can add them directly here. Well, Jeff, you're in the right place. This channel has answers to every single question. And if we don't know the answers, we just make it up as we go. It's not dangerous. We're not dangerous. No, not. Well, thank you, Jeff. I actually enjoy it. I actually enjoy it. And when you enjoy it, you're not actually working. So that's why I'm not getting paid either. Oh God. Yeah. I'm not gonna fix anything else. I'm done with bugs. Not even gonna look at anything else here. I really enjoy, if you guys haven't seen in the Discord, in the wild, pictures. I mean, come on, look at these things. That's dark mode, blue dark mode. That looks so friggin' sexy. Look at that. Damn. That looks nice. So if you go to the In the Wild section, there's so many beautiful pictures people sending over. And yeah, I repost a lot on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see me posting anything that has anything to do with Lovey Dashboard, Pitwall, or anything. I always repost it. So you can find it there as well. Right. Okay. So actually, I'm going to close the stream. I'm going to go and try and find Red Bull Ring and try it out. Jeff, it's always F it. Always. Just do it. JFDI. I remembered it. I have a colleague that just always says JFDI, man. Just F do it. And it kind of works out for him and everyone else as well. So if you just do it, if you find something you love, just do it, man. Don't wait for the right time, in the right place, or the right people. If you want to do it, just do it. And always be positive about it. And at the end of the day, if you don't do it, then no one else will. With that, I will close the stream. I will want to definitely thank all my supporters. And they are a lot. Actually, before I do that, let me update the list of people. Because I think we had a few supporters joining during the stream. Yes, we have. So let me update my list. Give me 1 second. Automated systems make life easy. Alright, don't need that. So once that's gone, should be working. Don't want to delete anything by mistake. Okay, we're good. 'Tis been done. Alright, so now switching over to my supporters. And there they are. And among all of these supporters that have been supporting me in any level, from starter to pro to gold, there are 22 that have chosen to go over and beyond. I should make a better intro for that. So the Gold Lovely members are Anthony, Cody, Corey, Daniel, Enric, 5-0. I will just call you 5-0. I will just call you 5-0 because you haven't put another name on it. Graham, Jeff, Iñaki, Jason, Jared, Chris, Max, Michael, Robert, Rito, Sean, Tiago, Tobias, William, Josh, and Mark. Thank you very much for becoming gold members and yeah, going over and beyond. I have set goals. I want to reach 500 members by the end of this month. It's a very short time frame, So in 1 week, if we can get, not that many members are left, so if we can do that, and then I want to get up to 1,000 members by mid-2024. These are goals that I've set as a business. These are goals that I've set as a product owner, considering the amount of work that goes into this dashboard. Of course, I'm having fun, so, you know, F it, as they say. But also, F it means that I need to, you know, borrow time from life. And time you borrow from life is never repaid. So the goal is, as a project owner, manager, and developer as well, to increase the number of members. It is not, it's not, I don't see any reason why not to get to 1,000 members by mid-2024, especially if the products are good and people are loving it and I'm listening to all the feedback. So that's my goals. It's no secret. And those that know me really well know that I'm trying to make this my job. It's not easy. I will require more than just members. I'll need more than 1,000 members, and I will probably need sponsorships and other stuff. So if anyone knows anyone that actually wants to work with me in that sense, let me know. There are a few companies that have rang my bell, obviously. A few of you understood who I'm talking with, literally on calls with. One call, but there will be more next week, and developing a new version of the Lab dashboard. A new special edition, and also improving the current one. So there are a lot of things moving, but I also need to start thinking about how this will become more of an actual product. So with that, thank you very much to every single member. Thank you to everyone that has joined me for this stream. I hope you enjoyed the new lovely settings file configurator. If those of you that just joined, go over to the beginning of the stream, you'll see it. It's a brand new tool available to everyone today to create your settings file, create new ones, update your old ones, never make a mistake again, and never make a typo in the settings file. It is still in the beginning. There will be more iterations, and it will evolve. It will become something far more powerful than it is today. But today, it's there. It's there for everyone. I just wanted to hash it out, get it out as fast as possible, so you guys would have something to use with the brand new version of the dashboard coming next week. So, thank you very much for joining me. I really enjoy these streams. Tomorrow I will be racing again, 7 p.m. UK. I don't know exactly the time I'll be live, maybe 7:15 UK. And I'm going to be racing in Indianapolis for the Warriors series from Bongo Racing. So if you're not on their Discord, Google Bongo Racing. You'll find their website. You'll find links to their Discord. Join them as well. Really great lot of people. So tomorrow I'll be racing with them. I will be cremated. I will be destroyed. And I will have every bit of fun sim racing. And I hope you guys have too. Good night, good evening, good morning, depending on where you are. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.